Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
And the dunk by James.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And it's Ball penetrating. Now, when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50% at the line. But credit to Lonzo. He's put major work into his stroke, getting that free throw percentage to over 75% during his fourth year in the league. And his three-point numbers, they've also improved greatly.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. We're about 1 minute into the first. Pass to Davis. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And the rejection by James. Outside, George. James, left side. And here's Covington from the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. This will be the first game this season against this team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. So, Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
Robert Covington.
All right, David, sounds like they're plotting GA to try and overcome some pretty stingy defense.
Yeah, the play calling is going to be key here, guys. You can't afford to be predictable.
Yeah, which means the players are going to have to trust in the system and be willing to make the extra pass.
Here's DeRozan. Second chance shot. Howard hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Back to James. To the paint. Here's Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Now remember this above all else when it comes to LeBron the Great. He's a teammate first and foremost. Think about it. He creates easy chances for all of his teammates. I think that's his number one goal.
That was your Lovables dance team. Make some noise.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Al Levine. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Caruso. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Davis. Outside, George. Unloads from 9. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the way in. George has got 5 now.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For the Lakers. T-shirt time.
with some changes.
Get up and get loud for the Lugable.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Takes it inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
At the line for the Lakers.
So he gets them both. Bulls trail by 4. Ball with it. Now guarded by Porter. Here's Kennard. Pass to O'Neal.
In the first 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. DeRozan on the wing. And it's off from 3-point range. Lakers leading by 4.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
Now here's DeRozan following the miss by Evan Fournier. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Got a piece of it. Stolen by O'Neal. Three-pointer. Porter pulls it in.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Ball with a wide-open look. And the Bulls with another miss. Monk with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Going inside. There's the pick. Pass to Fall. An easy 2 points on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The drive-by Ball. Shot from the low block. Nice touch on the bank shot. Vucevic has got his second bucket.
He's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Pass to Fournier. Lets it go with a 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Hassan Whiteside.
Here's man. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Who's coming out of the court?
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passion in the first half has been outstanding.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling, whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes with different folks.
Yeah, but DA, I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Into the lane. Anthony on the wing. Yep, that one goes in there. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
Offensive rebound. Pass to DeRozan. Back to Robinson. Outside DeRozan. And he drives in. And the rejection by James.
Oh, what a swat by LeBron, working hard to be all over.
And here's Covington from the arc. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. On baseline, Jay. They get it back. And that one's good, Anthony.
Fighting inside, Anthony, putting in some second chance points.
Lakers leading by 6. The drive by James. Chicago grabs the miss.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And Levine improving as a playmaker, Chris. His assist totals continue to grow.
Came into the league as a point guard. He's been a shooting guard for a long time now. And he still has strong playmaking instincts.
And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Zach LaVine.
The length of Covington, it makes him a difficult guy to guard. Skilled at picking up contact.
And one of the few NBA players out of an HBCU, Robert Covington, undrafted out of Tennessee State University, has had to work for everything he's got in this league.
He got his feet wet in the lean years in Philly when they were really trusting the process. And not a lot of flash in his game. All about determination and detail.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. And both free throws good for Covington. And at 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
The three from George. Bulls trailed by 8. To the inside. A second chance effort. And it's Vucevic missing. And so George will bring it up for the Lakers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. With the drive. And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Back to ball. Vucevic with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Now the Lakers on the break. Richardson's running. That doesn't go either for George. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Josh Richardson.
Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
2 minutes.
Here's Mann. Fournier gets a wide-open look. No good with the triple.
It's just a lucky break by the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
O'Neal from long range. Knocks down the three ball. O'Neal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for the Bulls. Dwight Howard.
Outside Fournier.
Mitchell Robinson. Jason Tate.
Clock at 6.
Alex Caruso.
Shoots over ball. Los Angeles with another miss.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Caruso. Screen by Howard. There's the drive. And the layup falls. And now just a 4-point Laker lead.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Outside Porter. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Now here's Howard. At the Tate. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Monk.
Mitchell Robinson.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
13.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
When you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
In each season, Porter seems to improve. It's just something about his game. He's a versatile player who wants to be great.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
And he recovers it. Fournier for three. And here is Ball.
Lonzo Ball.
And he banks in the layup.
Just an amazing ball handler. Sometimes balls move with the rock or flat out unguarded.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Lakers on top. They're up by 2. And we'll be back right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Lakers in the lead. Outside, George. Great D that time from Vucevic.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Let your game come naturally. I love how Levine measures ahead of time when it take fast shots.
And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college, international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
And the Bulls making a change here. And Caruso's got the ball here for Chicago. It's a one-point game. Inside. And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
Here's LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
He knows now is the time to do what he does best. Go on the attack, get to the bucket, and erase the lead.
Here's Vucevic. And Covington sends it back.
This Covington doing big man things, using his length to derail the shot.
Pass to LeBron. And no good that time. Excellent D there from Anthony. Down low. Covington with the steal. All alone. And James throws it down.
Adept at using his length on defense. That's Covington. I mean, the moment you're careless around him, he strikes.
Vucevic up top. Outside Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, his timing.
And this is the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Timeout for the Bulls.
Chicago making a switch here. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
The Bulls making a switch here. Bulls trail by 3. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. In the corner, it's Levine. Covington with the steal. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
Kennard on the wing. Pass to O'Neal. Now Ball. And here is Howard. He's guarded by Davis. Offensive rebound. O'Neal with it. Just 5 to shoot. Levine the bounce pass. And stolen by James. And here they go. Davis with it, and it's Howard picking him up.
Over the course of AD's career, he's made a concerted effort to draw fouls. Man, we've seen that free throw attempt number skyrocket.
And the Lakers making a change here. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Pass to Kennard. And they get it. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Chicago timeout.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside, Levine. 13 feet away. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Fournier's shot is off. Bulls trail by 9. To the middle. To end the drought. And the jam by Whiteside.
This is the 7-foot difference from Whiteside. Able to reach up and go to work right over the defense.
Over to the wing. Outside Fournier. Lakers passing it around. That one goes. Count it. Falls got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Kick out to Levine. .110 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Got a hand on it.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Back to Fournier. Down low. Fall.
Taco Fall.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Evan Fournier.
And now an 11-point Laker lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Fall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Hassan Whiteside. For Los Angeles, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
He's off on the first.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Howard trying to free himself out. Caruso, no good. Los Angeles leading by 11. In a wide open look for Porter. And the 3 off target. Now Levine. That one, no good. He got it up. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 11. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
First team foul. Checking into the game.
Here's Ball.
Luke Kennard.
6 to shoot. DeRozan surveying the D. Over LeBron. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. DeRozan's got it back down to single digits for the Bulls. George double teamed. James outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
DeMar DeRozan.
And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Well, a lot of guys have made a splash in free agency, but no one's done it like LeBron. He's transformed entire franchises overnight. What a future.
And an important part of every team's game. And we'll look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
High post Vucevic. Right side DeRozan. Driving inside. Over Davis. That one wide left. James in the post. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Inside. It's stolen by Davis. Richardson with it. Now guarded by Ball.
And I still think back to the leap George made in the 2012-2013 season. He won Most Improved Player that year. It was amazing how he put it all together. He went from a very good player to a superstar. And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Here's Anthony. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. LeBron with it. To the inside. Right side Davis. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. And the Lakers lead by 19.
showing some intensity there. I like how Davis attacks the offensive glass and comes up with second-chance baskets.
There's Ball with the three. That shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
LeBron with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And Anthony sends it back.
And blocks like this can get Anthony going. I mean, I love seeing him use his reach out there to alter shots.
The Lakers on offense. They've got a 10-0 run going. To the paint. Here's Davis. With the second effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Davis has got 10 points here in the second half.
And Davis has added strength over his career. I mean, it really helps him inside.
Free t-shirt. Let's see who's loudest. Ladies and gentlemen,
so for the Bulls.
Substitution for the Bulls.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Robinson. In the corner, Kennard with it. We always have some tweaks to the rules every season, Chris. What do you think the league should focus on now when it comes to the next changes?
You know, I would hope the league would address the boardroom. I hope they would address the ownership. I hope they would address management. Hopefully, the league can start to look like the makeup of the players that it employs when you talk about ownership and things of that nature.
Outside, Levine. Screen by O'Neal. To the wing right side. To halt the run. Paul George grabs the miss.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Assisted.
It's such an effective and versatile scorer. Once Davis starts to get going, he's tough to slow down.
Here's Kennard. And the rejection by James. And stolen by Richardson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
And Levine, here we go. And Davis sends it back. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Onto the floor for the Lakers.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kept alive. Kick out to Levine. And stolen by Fournier. That's tipped. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Robinson with the block. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't
your
need
team.
home.
In the back, right in my own yard, playing dominoes with my man, he in the boneyard. Now I can pay for the jet right on my own card. trying to go man on me. I'm in the zone, guard, hand in hand with it. I ain't never played a phone guard. Calisthenics and cardio, just trying to tone guard. Your man got but he ain't. My youngin' got the in the Hemi and he ain't stopping. In the beginning to get him. He ain't worried cause if they get him, I get him cockring. He know not to with them. They get them hot then. Stay low, finish the work, he get it drop ins. They just wanna be around money, but they are not friends. Until you fall back from them, that's where the plot ends. I've been repping the apple since it was rotten. When you are golden, you can never be forgotten. They gotta ram it, you don't never let the. I can have you in the top 10. A lot of are nice, but they are not him. There's really nothing that you can do to stop.